Hi, my name is Jane Powell. Welcome to Community Connections. This is a show brought to you by the Greater Kanawha Valley Foundation, talking about community. Today, my guest is Kathy McKinley. Thank you so much for being here.
It's my pleasure.
Director of Community Relations at Goodwill.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's just go. Tell me about Goodwill. What's going on over there?
Oh my gosh, there's so many exciting things happening at Goodwill at any given time. Right now, if you're not familiar, we have the Prosperity Center here in Charleston. And every Wednesday from 1 to 3, you can come down to the Prosperity Center if you've had problems finding employment or maintaining a job, or you just have any variety of resource needs. You can come down, open enrollment, don't have to, make a reservation. You just pop on in 1 to 3, meet with some people, learn a little bit more about the services, take a quick tour, and then they'll schedule some one-on-one time.
So let's just be clear. When you talk about the Prosperity Center, this is the building that I see when I drive down Virginia Street.
Right, the new refurbished
yes,
building.
Beautiful building.
Right, it was originally a car barn, and we kept the kind of same look of the angular space and a lot of nice, clear, bright space when you go inside.
Okay. Great. Just wanted to make sure that
we're
all talking about the same thing.
209 Virginia Street West is the Goodwill Prosperity Center. And like I said, on Wednesdays from 1 to 3, you can pop by and learn a little bit more about it. You don't. In fact, if you're just doing some fact finding for someone that you might know, you can swing by. There's no obligation to pop in and learn a little bit more about what's happening there.
So if I had some friends that I thought might benefit it, I could do like a trial run through and find out some services that would be there.
Come on down, and you can even swing by and pick up a calendar and see what's happening. There's a lot of free community things. That's the other nice thing about Goodwill. Our stores provide the revenue to provide these services. So all of these services are free to the public. Mm-hmm. You can come by and use the computer lab, or you can come by and take a decompression session on a Friday, maybe a drumming class. So there's a lot of really interesting things from, soup to nuts going on at Goodwill these days.
Wait, I can come and play the drums?
You can come and do a drumming session, and it is so very relaxing. It's from 11 to 12 on Fridays. They switch up which class they have, so it may be crocheting or coloring for therapy. There are a lot of different things going on.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah,
I
I encourage you to check our social media sites and get a current calendar, and then you can follow and see what's going to happen.
Okay. All right. So the Prosperity Center is where everything happens.
It is right now. In fact, we're looking into expanding into some of our bigger footprint areas, but right now the Prosperity Center is sort of the hub of all of the services that we're able to provide. So it's an exciting place.
Okay, did we talk about open enrollment?
We did talk about open enrollment. It's on Wednesdays from 1 to 3. And some of the other things that are happening, we have a Meet the Artist. It's someone from one of our local 20 counties that comes in and showcases their art. We have cheese and fruit that night and welcome them, and you can come in and talk to them, learn a little bit more about what their medium is. Wow. And anything that you choose to buy is completely goes back to the artist. Goodwill doesn't take any of that.
That's
and nice. So it's a really good way to have your own first showing, and we just had a couple of those recently. Something we kicked off this year is a veterans peer-to-peer meeting that precedes that. So if you want to come in, you're a veteran, mm-hmm. There are other veterans that are there that are kind of proctoring the meeting. Come in and talk about any issues you're having at the time, whether it's job related, social related. Have some free refreshments, and then maybe if you're interested, stay later and enjoy the art. So it's just kind of a great opportunity to come back and sort of slowly acclimate into a group of people you're comfortable with, mm-hmm. and do that right here in your community.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice. And I'm guessing these conversations are somewhat private.
Yeah, well, and it's actually a really good group. We had 15 people the first time and a dozen the second time we've done it. And the next one will be in the calendar, so you can pull that up on social media and check it out. And if you know a veteran that might benefit from that, send them on down. And I noticed a warmth in that group, and it's really good to see.
Yeah, that's fun. And I'm sure being that it's peer-to-peer, veteran to veteran, there's a comfort level there.
Yeah, it's a really, really nice group, and a lot of folks in the community have donated to provide the refreshments and things that are going on there too. So yeah, it's a really good feel. It's a nice atmosphere, and then that follows. Right after that, you can go on into the meet the artist and have a whole community feeling going on there.
And that the Meet the Artist happens in the lobby of the Prosperity Center, is that right?
Right.
So just another great way to use your space.
Right, so you're in a more of a private meeting area when you're in the veteran peer-to-peer, and then you can just kind of come out and join the other part if you want to, or, not as well. If you have need for a computer and you don't have one, you can swing on over to the Prosperity Center at any point that it's open, and that's generally Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
And there's a great picture of it.
Yeah, that's the actual computer drop-in center. It's staffed, so if you have some questions, maybe you're not familiar with Microsoft 13, then you can work with somebody who can help you and navigate that, work on your resume, put in some job applications. There are also classes for that, so you can do a more formalized thing, or if you're just more comfortable coming in and working at your self-pace, then that's available too. And again, it's free.
Yeah, really a nice resource because everything happens online.
Right, and actually the entire Prosperity Center is wireless, so if you want to just come sit in the lobby and charge your phone, then that's available too.
Okay.
It's a good meeting space. In fact, the founder of Goodwill, Edgar Helms, was often noted to say that Goodwill is about finding the purpose in all people and things. And that's really what the Prosperity Center does. It brings prosperity into the community, and the community develops even more prosperity through it.
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice. He had a good vision, didn't he?
Yeah, he was a fantastic fellow. So.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. So another thing that I know that's kind of in the works that's coming up is a resource fair.
Right, it's big. And February 8th, we're going to be having a resource fair. We have right now over 40 vendors that will be at the fair, and it's anything from maybe you have food insecurity or housing issues or healthcare concerns, aging parents, emerging youth that are trying to get into the workforce. So lots and lots of different types of availabilities and resources. So whether it's employment or it's something a little bit more personal than that, you can come and talk to one of the 40 plus vendors that'll be there.
40 vendors, that's huge.
Yeah, it's going to be a big event. We've done these before, and we've had several hundred people attend. So I look to see at least that type of outpouring. And it's nice to come and hear what other people in the community have going on, whether you're in immediate need or you just know somebody who might be too. It's a good opportunity. I believe we'll be doing a pop-up Suited for Success that day too. So if you come through and you need to have some clothing there, it's a different donation stream than our regular stores. But you can work with a one-on-one kind of boutique dresser.
Nice.
And pick out something that will work for that.
So you touched on the stores, and I think probably most people, when they think of Goodwill, think of your retail outlet. Which is very close to the Prosperity Center.
Right. Our main Charleston store is kind of attached to the Prosperity Center. At least it shares the block. But what folks may not know is we actually work in 20 counties, and we have 12 retail stores and an e-commerce store called shopgoodwill.com.
Well, I didn't know that. That's great.
Yeah, and you can actually, Shop Goodwill is nationwide, but you can scroll down and look for the Goodwill that you'd like to shop with. And kind of the secret on that is if you buy something from our Goodwill, you can pick it up and save on shipping. So that's kind of the secret down low.
We like secrets.
Yeah,
we like shopping tips.
Beautiful stuff on there too. And in fact, I just bought a Maple Wind crock that was gorgeous, and it was $9.
Great.
So yeah. But without the stores, you bring up a very valid point. Without the stores, we wouldn't be able to do the services. And without the community support through donations, we wouldn't be able to offer these services. The Prosperity Center is now offering classes that have to do with getting back into the world of work. Without that, this past year we served just over 2,100 West Virginians. Someone you know is being served by Goodwill. It's your donations that are doing it.
And so people can donate merchandise to the store.
Right.
what about time?
We absolutely will take volunteers. They need to come through a different stream, so they would locate the administrative office, and you can contact us through our website or through the general number, which is 304-346-0811.
Okay.
And register that.
And I think we've got that on the screen so that anyone that wanted to contact you through the telephone or through the website would be able to get a hold of.
Right, and through social
someone there.
media too. We always, we're monitoring that. So anything that comes in that way too. If you have a question, you can direct it, and we'll get
So
back
when we
to
talk
you.
about social media, you guys are all over the place. There's a Facebook page.
There's a Facebook page. It's Goodwill Industries of KV. You can also hashtag us at Goodwill KV or GIKV.
Okay.
And for Twitter, and we're on Instagram and Pinterest. So,
Well, what do you know?
Who knows? I mean, there's a new social media every day, but that right now, those are our strongholds.
Right. So if anyone did contact you through Twitter or through Facebook, if they wanted to leave a message or information, they would find it probably at either of those sites.
Yes, I would say so. And I know for a fact that they will have a response.
All right, great. That's good to know.
Yeah. So thank you so much
Everyone
for having
loves
us.
social media. Thank you.
It's been exciting.
So just before we actually wind up the show, just give me a quick recap of everything that's going on and what I should look forward to.
Well, I think definitely, definitely consider coming to the resource fair, which is February 8th, and it's the Prosperity Center. It's from 1 to 5. We're going to have a live radio remote as well, so there's a lot of different things going on. You have a chance to win tickets and a lot of other stuff.
And that's where there'll be 40 vendors.
40 plus vendors right there. So, and that is for anything from SNAP benefits to getting a job to finding the right uniform or right outfit to get you suited for that.
Great.
Also,
I think we have that information there on the screen. Yep.
right, there it is, and covers all sorts of things, and then good nod to Maslow's hierarchy of needs there too. And then I guess I would encourage people, if they're not able to make it to that, or if it's some other time between now and then, pop into an open enrollment on Wednesdays. And it's from 1 to 3 at the Prosperity Center, 209 Virginia Street West, and anybody can come, and it's a first come, first served basis, and we'll be glad to give you a tour and help you learn more about what's happening at Goodwill.
Okay, and so if they can't make it to one of the open enrollments, they can stop in, check their email.
Right, it's a Wi-Fi facility, and it has a computer lab available when we're open, so certainly the community's welcome anytime.
That's great. So we can always find you on social media at Goodwill Industries of KV on Facebook.
Right.
And then hashtag GIKV.
Right, or hashtag Goodwill KV.
All right, so you're all over the place.
Cross-reference, yeah.
Yes, and the phone number, should anybody want to either volunteer or have questions about a program or refer services, any sort of
question,
need that
yeah.
they have. I think we have that on screen. It's 304-346-0811. And someone will either answer your phone or get back to you with a message there very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So lots of ways to stay in touch.
Quick note that Goodwill itself actually employs just over 400 people. So if you need a job, we might be the person for that too.
That's great. Thank you so much for being here today, Kathy.
Thank
I've learned
you.
a lot about Goodwill, and I hope our viewers have too. So thank you so much. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been Community Connections, brought to you by the Greater Kanawha Valley. Please come back and watch us again. Have a good day.